So, got cut out, starting all over. But yeah, Joe Biden's gonna do what all racist people do when they have power. And Kamala Harris has shown that she is going to do a lot of the same stuff she was doing in California, which was just locking folks up, locking black folks up. I mean, I've talked to people, black people, who say, I don't even care about that. I just want to get Trump out of office. Really? Like, first step back that Trump passed? I mean, I don't like Trump, but he's letting people out of jail. And, you know, the prison industrial complex is ain't got nothing to do with Trump. He was there. I mean, the prison industrial complex was there before Trump and is going to be there after him. And if we put the Biden ticket in, it's going to get worse. It's going to get expanded. They already know he architected and signed the crime bill, which implemented the 3 strikes rule, heavily used in black communities. Also, although they just changed it a few years ago, the disparity in sentencing between rock cocaine and rock cocaine being aka crack, right? 10 years to 1. You were getting sentenced 10 years for crack as opposed to cocaine. Meanwhile, Joe Biden's kids were getting in trouble for cocaine and they were getting off while he was putting your kids in jail. Kamala Harris did the same thing. She locked up parents for truancy violations. Most of these people she locked up were poor black women because they were working 1 or 2 jobs, single parents, couldn't afford it. Those are the people she was locking up because it was easy. It's easy to lock up poor black folks. Politicians do it so they can pad their resume. It looks good to what they call the white moderate. The white moderate is the voter that, although they fall on the Democratic side of the fence, when you get down to it policy-wise, they're just as, if not more, racist than their right-wing, alt-right, conservative counterparts. So that's where we at. One racist for another. Trump or Biden. Harris or Pence. They all hate black people. They've shown it. The difference between the Democrats and the Republicans, or the left and the right, is the right is more honest about it. They know that we not allies. They know we're not going to vote for them. We know we're not going to support them. And that's how they govern. With the left, well, they know you're going to vote for them anyway. So why do I need to present you with any type of tangible benefits like a DACA or, they're giving reparations to LGBT people, or at least they proposed it in the House. It'll probably pass because they weren't allowed to get married for so long legally. Well, black people weren't allowed to get married legally for 250 years, and then for another 100 years or so outside of our race, meaning other black folk, we weren't allowed to get married either. We're not getting anything. So, I want people to understand, particularly black folk, to understand that we ain't got no friends. We ain't got no allies. We all we got. Listen to each other. Don't listen to the bootleg trying to get a TV show slot or a book deal who's just, they're not Martin Luther King. That's the best way I can describe it. They're not willing to sacrifice everything for the betterment of their people. That's not who a lot of these black academics are. I'm a black academic. I am telling you this because I can assure you that in 2020, I am a minority of black academics who stick up for love and will do anything they can for black folks. Not to just get book deals or TV show deals. Okay? That's the difference between me and them. The Boule hate me. Be honest, like, because if you see me, you see my resume, you'll be like, oh, look, this guy, you know, whoop de whoop, served military, got educated, you know, have options in terms of career choices, well spoken, you know. But understand that I am most of these black academics are not like me, and I'm not saying I'm Huey P. Newton or Martin Luther King, but I definitely stand up for my people, even when the door is closed and you don't see nothing, and it's just me by myself in that lab or that conference hall or classroom, whatever. Most times I'm the only black person in there because my degree is in engineering, and most people in this field, frankly, don't look like me. It just is what it is. And the school I go to, what they call it, PWI, you know, it's the University of Miami. I'm not gonna hide where I go to school. I'm in my master's degree, you know, second master's degree, okay? But I'll tell you, man, like, I'm the only one a lot of times. Not the only one who speaks up, the only one. And when you do see one that looks like me, they not saying nothing. Hell, most of them won't even admit that they black. They might be darker than me. Oh, no, I'm not black. I am fill in the blank. All right? I'm African American. Descendant of slaves, baby. Fought wars. Ancestors have fought in wars for this country for centuries. I have fought in wars for this country. So I ain't scared of nothing. Nothing that this country could throw at me. Especially no presidential candidate. Come on, Trump? Y'all really afraid of Trump? Come on, man. Y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta do better. The ballot box or the bullet? Some of y'all don't even know what I'm talking about. The ballot box or the bullet? I think I'm saying that right. But Malcolm X's speech detailing, almost prophesizing where we're at right now. Where we're at right now is what Malcolm X was talking about. He was saying that black folks would vote in mass, mostly, for one party, would only lead to the corruption of that process. Eventually, the Democrats, he didn't say specifically the Democrats, he might have said, I don't think he said it, but specifically, once we vote for that party, they're going to eventually put up a candidate that's so bad, so racist, so misogynistic. But that's going to be the only choice that this party is going to provide you people, and nigga, take it. You go like it. That's what Democrats are doing right now. That's all it tests. They want to see if you are presented with two horrible candidates. It really is more than that if you look at other independent candidates. But everyone says, oh, they don't have a chance to win. What you're saying is, let's keep it real. They don't have a chance for white people to support them enough so that they could win. That's what you're saying. So, someone like me, who doesn't trust anybody, to be honest. But someone like me is presented with a number of options. I can A, hold my nose, vote for the Democratic ticket. Not going to get anything, no tangibles, no reparations. Things are likely going to be the same. Black folks still going to be getting murdered. We're either going to be being murdered by white supremacists, white supremacist cops, or our own people. Do you know why? There's no investment into the community. There's no resources. You don't have anything in black America. Spending power is a joke. We don't have anything. So, option number 2. A vote for Trump. No. It's that simple. No, I'm not voting. I'll never vote for Trump. Nah, that's Trump is America. I'm not voting for that. Doesn't make a difference at the end of the day. I mean, they're gonna pick who they want, but I'm not voting for Trump. He's too much. He's kind of an idiot. Now the third choice is I've heard this one. I'm not that sold on it, but it's better than the first two. Democratic down ballot. Democratic down ballot, for those who don't know, is basically you leave the top portion of the ballot blank, which will be the Democratic nomination for president, and you vote down ballot Democrat, or you and I forget, this is very important. You do a write-in, so you can write in whoever you want. So you write in ADOS, you write in I don't know, Bugs Bunny, whoever you want. It's a way of protesting, but still showing that you're actively politically engaged. It's not a bad option, but I don't know. It's probably, like I said, it's better than the first two. But all right, so the last choice, the choice I think probably the most likely that I'll be doing, and that would be just leaving the whole situation blank, leaving the president blank, and voting on whoever I want. That's it. How many people actually know who your mayor is? Representative, state senator, federal senator, councilman, councilwoman, councilperson, whatever, sheriffs, judges. Any of this stuff? Do you people know any of these things? And then you want to sit here and tell me how important it is to vote for president for a guy who has more important stuff going on than what's going on local politics, aka your schools, your prison reform, defunding the police, etc., etc. It's 50 states. How many? I don't know how many cities. You think the president, not only does he not, but do you think he has the time to care about each individual issue of what's going on in each state, in each county, each city? Or does he also have to worry about that and worry about the law of the line of demarcation over in North Korea? I think I'm saying that right. I hope I am. North Korea and South Korea, where they're still at war. Does he have to worry about China building up, owning nearly 10% of the U.S. economy, and preparing for war? China is preparing for war. Like, I don't know what y'all think is going on. Japan is preparing for war. They're a pacifist nation, but they're on their road to renouncing their pacifism because they know that the war is coming. Korea's preparing for war. We haven't even gotten to the Middle East. Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Yemen. Okay, we haven't even gotten to Eastern Europe. We haven't gotten into what's going down in Latin America. Honduras, Venezuela, jeez. Brazil, it's a damn coup going on. Well, already happened, but it's unstable. And y'all worried about what the president is like is gonna do? Y'all worried about having the first black female VP, but you don't know who your mayor is in your city in which you live. You know who the governor is? Sad, black folk. Sad. Because as much as we talk, as much as we talk about, we can do it, hope and change and all that, our ancestors fought, and this is the best y'all can do. This candidacy, the Joe Biden Kamala Harris ticket, is the best y'all can do. And then y'all get mad when we don't want to support you because we know what the fuck we talking about, and you don't. Simple. Ask your family and your friends why they are voting for the Democrats this year. I know why they voted for in the past. Why are you voting for them in 2020? You know what answers you're gonna get? Oh, we gotta get rid of Trump. Okay. Let's get rid of Trump. But what happens after we get rid of Trump? What happens when, and they've already said they're going to do this, what happens when Joe Biden not only refunds the police, but expands profits, raises them, I shouldn't say use the word profits, budgets, raises budgets for cops nationwide? What does that mean? More military equipment, more no-knock warrants, less cops, bad cops. I want to emphasize, bad cops are being prosecuted or removed. And to me, it doesn't matter really who the president's going to be in 2020. It's not going to make that much difference on my life. It might make some difference on some of you all listening, but I can almost guarantee that Trump being in office for another 4 years is not going to change your life or mine. We're already we're already at the bottom as black folk. We was at the bottom 8 years of Obama. We was at the bottom 8 years of George Bush. We was at the bottom of 8 years of Clinton. We was at the bottom with Nixon. We was at the bottom when Lincoln. We was at the bottom with George Washington as President of the United States. We will be at the bottom with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. But you're saying, wait, we at the bottom now. If Biden and Harris get elected, then, they go save us. What are they gonna do? What are their plans? What are they gonna do? Because I've studied Kamala Harris's was it Lift Act? Study Joe Biden. I went to their websites. I've seen their policy platforms, both of them. I've studied them. I probably studied Kamala Harris for about 3 years straight up. And I've been studying Joe Biden for realistically like 5-6 years. 3 years ago, I knew Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. It was either going to be one of those two who are going to be the nominee. A year ago, I knew it was going to be Joe Biden as president, and I knew Kamala Harris would likely be his vice president. I've said this multiple times. I'm sure there's posts of me saying it on either Facebook or what have you, but it's out there. We know. Black folks, y'all know. Y'all know. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know this is a con being run. I know you do, because I don't think black folks are dumb. What I think is you're scared. And you should be. And it goes back to what I said before. Do black folks want to take care of themselves? Or do you want there to always be, as Hollywood likes to remind us, a white savior? Joe Biden is your white savior. You know, the guy who comes along in a movie, all the other white people, racist, you hate your niggas, blah, blah, blah. But then there's that one guy who says, well, I'm not like the rest of them. I'm going to help you out. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I'm not saying all these people are evil. But I am saying that they are running a con and they have no real plans for anything. They're getting on Trump because of the way he handled the coronavirus. Which he does deserve, because he did handle it horribly. But would Joe Biden have handled it any differently? Question mark. Would the coronavirus have still come through if Trump wasn't the president of the United States? Will we still have no universal healthcare system in the U.S., which further exasperated the effects of corona, not only to our health, but to the economy? There's a question you gotta ask. Why is corona so much worse in the U.S. than it is in other countries? Is it because of Trump? Sure, I'm sure he has something to do with it, a little part. Or is it because that's how America was built? We have no universal health care. We have no guaranteed form of income if you lose your job. So people have to keep going to these jobs, these so-called, what was they calling it a few months ago? The non-expendables, what was they calling it? The motherfuckers who gotta go to work regardless? Essential workers, that's what it is, essential. So, yeah, we have no infrastructure for those, so they have to go to work. It spreads the virus even more. No education on it. I'm talking about at every level. No consensus. Why isn't there a coronavirus task force in the vein of a 9/11 commission right now, grilling the hell out of people on Capitol Hill? Got nothing to do with the president. Why? That's Congress. Why? And that's my point. Y'all not voting for anything. Y'all voting against something, which is Trump. Trump is America. You are voting against the very ideals of America, which Trump is. Why do I say that? Oh no, America's about freedom and democracy, and America is about rich, criminal, racist jerk-offs running the country. And it always has been. You put Biden and Harris in that office, if Joe Biden makes it out of the 4 years, we're going to go back. We are going to go back. Not to 2016, 2020. We're going to go back to everything before March 2020. Why did I say March? George Floyd. We're going to go back to that. That's what y'all want. Let me tell you something. I ain't going back to 2019. I ain't going back to just black folk getting killed without no recourse, no repercussions, no consequences. I ain't going back to that. I ain't going back to politicians talking to us like we stupid. We know y'all ain't doing nothing for us. It says it right there. We ain't nobody dumb. Every time we ask you to do something for black folk, you what's that over there? Bing. I'm not doing it. I'm not going back to dirty, corrupt, racist cops not getting prosecuted. Look at the polling. It's not in my opinion. Look at the national polling. I see it the other day. I think it was New York Times. Look at the polling of positive opinions on police officers in the last, where we at? August? In the last 5 months. Never in history has that happened. Never in history have we had actual candidates mention the word reparations. I mean, even though they're half-assed doing it, they still mentioned it. Never. No votes. No vote was cast for them to mention. Only reason that happens because of groundwork. Black folk on the bottom. ADOS on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Grassroots movements. Getting it done. Getting in people's faces. Confronting these politicians for being the pieces of crap that they are. I'm not going back to 2019. I'm not going back to that. And if we gotta sit with another 4 years so these Democratic pieces of crap can stop taking advantage of black folk, then so be it. I ain't voting for Trump, but I ain't gonna stop him either. That's it.